Shaanxi, China. Days of pounding rain have turned mountain valleys into raging rivers. Roads disappear beneath torrents, villages stand cut off, and silence is broken only by the roar of rushing water. Across the province, transportation links have been torn apart. Roads buckled under landslides, bridges twisted from the force of torrents, and rural tracks leading to farming villages were cut off. The isolation has slowed relief efforts, forcing crews to carve alternate routes through the debris. Urban centers fared little better. In low-lying neighborhoods, water surged through alleys and courtyards, filling ground floors with mud and silt. Schools, clinics, and small shops stood coated in thick sludge, their interiors stripped of furniture and supplies. For many residents, the first task was simply shoveling muck out of their doorways. Emergency shelters opened in public buildings to house those displaced by floodwaters. Families carried what little they could salvage, waiting as workers cleared pumps, repaired drainage, and disinfected water sources. The immediate goal was restoring safe drinking water and reopening sewage systems before contamination spread. The countryside faced equally severe damage. Rice fields and corn plots disappeared beneath sheets of brown water. Torrents ripped away layers of fertile soil, leaving behind stones and sand that will take months to clear. For farmers, the floods brought not only physical destruction, but also the loss of an entire planting season. Irrigation channels that fed village farms were choked with debris. Small bridges used to move livestock and equipment collapsed under rushing streams. Repairing these local lifelines became a top priority, as without them, rural households could not begin recovery. Agricultural teams arrived with seed and fertilizer to help restart production. Reservoirs and hydraulic works came under heavy strain as inflows surged. Authorities ordered controlled releases to relieve pressure, sending more water downstream but preventing catastrophic breaches. Inspection teams fanned out to reinforce embankments and patch weakened spillways before further storms arrived. Electricity grids faltered when poles and substation yards were submerged. In several districts, homes and businesses lost power for days at a time. Engineers rushed in with portable generators to keep hospitals, command centers, and shelters running while full repairs were made to damaged lines. Communications proved equally fragile. Fiber cables snapped in washed-out gullies, and mobile towers stood inaccessible on isolated ridges. Crews struggled through knee-deep mud to reconnect basic services, knowing that without reliable signals, coordination of relief convoys was almost impossible. Government response unfolded in stages. First came the urgent clearance of silt and debris. Bulldozers and dump trucks worked non-stop to reopen clogged highways. Next came assessments, with teams cataloging damage to public facilities, schools, and bridges. Funds were earmarked for rapid repair, with provincial support supplementing county budgets. Municipal fleets turned into disaster units, hauling away wreckage and pumping water from underpasses. Heavy equipment arrived from nearby provinces, while volunteers joined cleanup lines in neighborhoods. For many communities, recovery began with neighbors sharing tools, food, and shelter, while they waited for formal aid. The scale of damage to farmland drew special concern. Officials warned that unless fields were cleared quickly, the autumn harvest would collapse. Local cooperatives mobilized tractors to scrape away stones, while agricultural bureaus arranged seed distribution. The effort underscored how deeply rural stability depends on timely recovery. The story of Shaanxi's floods is one of disruption, but also of determined recovery. Roads will be rebuilt, bridges reset, and fields replanted. The challenge now lies in strengthening the province against the next round of extreme rain, ensuring that the lessons of this disaster guide the construction of a safer, more resilient future. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.